Yeah, so this one is just me traveling west out of Ontario and into Manitoba. And yeah, just a bush track out and one of my first camping spots. So that's what's going on this one. Wild Bill out for now. Yeah, I'm just leaving camp, Northern Ontario camp, and on these forestry roads you got to kind of be careful. This is actually where I saw the bobcat, but you got to be careful because they get twisty and you don't know what's coming around the next corner. So I always look way ahead, look for dust, somebody's coming, because you know it could be a bad day if you don't keep an eye out. Be nice to see some wildlife, but because I have the camera going, probably won't be the case. Like I said, I wish I had the camera going like this when the bobcat was there. That was amazing. All the insects, wow, there's a ton of them. It's been wet up here, so a lot of insect activity. I'm aired down to 1.6 bar or 20, I don't know, 23 pounds, 24 pounds, something like that, PSI. And I'll be shortly coming up here to air up and head into Silver Dollar. For some breakfast. See, this is dangerous right here. Someone could be just flying around in a quad or pickup or something. They're assuming. Some people just assume that there's nobody on the road. You can't do that. Or on this Forest Service road track. You just can't assume that there's nobody on the road. Anyway, beautiful morning. I don't know what the temperature is out, but it's definitely pleasant. It's not overly hot. It's just perfect. It's probably about 16, 17 degrees, maybe 15. Very nice. Anyway, boy, this is a bridge coming up here. Now, other years I've been up here, if this is the one I'm thinking of, it's been dry. There's like a river that runs underneath it, but it's what do you call it? It's not running water all the time, although the last couple of years it has been. But it's, yeah, like there's a lot of water in here. And I've been through here and it's been bone dry, nothing. It's an intermittent stream, but you wouldn't know it by past couple of years. Past 3 years, but before that the thing was absolutely bone dry. So it's been wet up here the past few years. Anyway, Wild Bill. Let's go around this corner, see if there's any wildlife. Well, I'll just keep her going a bit longer. You never know. Pretty rough right there. Glad I got my tires aired down. Anyway, Wild Bill out for now. This is a little Forest Service road. I camped here before last year. I looked on iOverlander and I was going, oh, this looks interesting. And I saw my review of the spot from last year, and I went, oh, I camped here before. So, and it's like 5 o'clock, so I've been driving a lot today, so we're just gonna pull in here and relax, have a beer or something. Yeah, anyway, that's kind of an interesting story. I was shocked when I looked, I saw a photograph of my Jeep there. Oh yeah, I stayed here last year. It's kind of funny. Anyway, Wild Bill out. Well, it's Saturday morning and I'm leaving my far northwestern Ontario camp spot. I spent the night. It's in between Dryden and Kenora. Yep, that's what's happened. Beautiful sunny day. Gonna put some miles in today. Wild Bill out for now. Yeah, you know, I found that on all my travels that when I'd look at a spot where to stay, it was funny. I thought, gee, this looks familiar, and then I'd look it up on iOverlander, and sure enough, I'd stayed there like last year or the year before, and I could see my review and a photograph of the Jeep in the spot. So yeah, that happened quite often. You almost timelines seem to be the same and gravitating to those same places. Now there's a lot of places that were new, but I did hit a bunch of places that I camped before along the route that was familiar, and it was not done intentionally. It just went, oh, this looks like it might be nice, just like it did the last couple of years. So anyway, Wild Bill out for now. Well, Winnipeg's 194 kilometers. I'm still in Ontario. I just left Kenora. Man, it's not far. So yeah, I was at the Canadian Tire and I was looking for a shoulder strap for my DSLR camera. You know, I was gonna order one. I had all winter to order one and it just kept slipping my mind. But anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. 194 clickometers to Winnipeg, Manitoba. Out for now. And there's the sign. And it says Winnipeg, 194 kilometers. In Vermilion Bay, Ontario is 108 the other way. There's 17A and 17 west and east. Been here before. But yeah, there's the old sign. Yeah, there it is. Anyhow, and when I was in Kenora, I was in downtown Kenora in a little subdivision right beside downtown, and there was 2 deer. One was standing on someone's lawn, and the other one was walking down the sidewalk. It was actually pretty cool. Anyhow, Wild Bill, out. There's another sign right there. Winnipeg, 194 kilometers. Out. Well, we're leaving Ontario, and we are into Manitoba. Just went the other side of the road, had the big Ontario-Manitoba border sign, and there's one coming up here. Oh yeah, we're in Manitoba now, heading west. I believe the Manitoba one is the one on the side of the road going west is coming up here shortly. Yeah, this is it right here. Yep. The Information Center, Manitoba. Truck's gonna pull in to the way station. Yeah, we're in Manitoba, White Shell Provincial Park, Manitoba. Yeah. So there we go. We're in Manitoba. Out for now. Well, here I am at the Longitudinal Center of Canada. I've been by here many times and I never really stopped here before. It's pretty cool. The Longitudinal Center of Canada. (96 degrees). 48, 35, and there's all kinds of stuff written on the thing, and there's a big cement Canadian flag here. Big chairs. It's kind of cool. I've never actually stopped here before. It's pretty wild. The Longitudinal Center of Canada. There's the Jeep over there. There's Canadian flags parking over there. This is a polar bear thing there. Big Muskoka chairs. Not sure what this is. Little free library. Worth reading. Like it. Anyway. Yeah. There's a little place to eat. Got some info on here. That's kind of interesting. I've never Must have been by here. Well, every time I've been by here, and I've never stopped. That's the top of the picnic table, kind of showing everything, kind of the history. Kind of cool. Kind of the back of that. Highways there. Politician dedicated to. And yeah, it's a bunch of shows you where, you know, where everything is. Montana, York, Factory, Dawson Trail, Fort Edmonton, Dawson Trail. Cool thing. Yeah, interesting. Like I said, I've never been here. Wild Bill, over and out. You know, it's funny. You know, it's funny that I'd never noticed that the latitudinal center of Canada in Manitoba. I'd never noticed that before. It was kind of interesting. Yeah, that was a nice. I stumbled upon it, and I've been by it. You know, every time I've gone out, I just never noticed it. This time I did, and I stopped. It was pretty neat. So, yeah, the latitudinal center of our beautiful Canada. Wild Bill, out for now.